Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Steve Park's 1998 Pennzoil Chevy. Today is the Pennzoil 400, so I thought I definitely have to do a Pennzoil review today. So why not take a look at the beginning of probably the most iconic Pennzoil ride from NASCAR history, Steve Park's Dale Earnhardt Incorporated #1 Pennzoil Chevrolet. So let's take a quick look at the box right here. Got nice box artwork, got a huge Pennzoil logo, got some nice black and yellow colors. Some of the stripes, #1, Steve Park, Pennzoil, Action Performance Companies. This box is a little beat up, as you can see. It's a 20-year-old box, and you kind of can't win with eBay boxes half the time, but whatever. Here is the car itself. Those iconic yellow and black Pennzoil colors. Man, I wish Logano would run a throwback to this already, but I'm sure Overlord Teresa is not letting that happen. But anyways, let's do a quick 360 of this car. This was the beginning of that. It's kind of Steve Park's rookie year, the first year of this Pennzoil car. Designed by Sam Bass himself. There's a reason why people love this car, and there's a reason why people will never forget this car. I mean, yes, it's basically the same design that DEI ended up using for everything else, but it was first for Pennzoil. Sam Bass designed it for Pennzoil, but it was such a popular paint scheme and great design that DEI decided to use it for all their cars. Napa, Budweiser, any of the other sponsors they've had. But again, Pennzoil went to Sam Bass, we're like, we want a brand new cool looking design for our car, so make us one. And he did make a fantastic design. But anyways, let's get down to the sponsors. On the hood you have Pennzoil, you've got Chevy Monte Carlo, #1. Down the side you have Pennzoil, you've got Global We Care. Down on the bottom you got Snap-on, Sykins, and Miller Welders. Nothing on the C post. On the B post you have DEI, Coca-Cola, and AC Delco. It's funny that back then Pennzoil had Coca-Cola on the car, and now with Logano they have Coca-Cola on the car. This has no Winston Cup logo or anything. That's kind of a shame, but whatever. On the back you have Pennzoil #1, got a Chevy bow tie, got Wrangler jeans on the deck lid. Obviously the roof flaps don't open, but as you can see the number is skewed the wrong way in the roof. You see, it's always been skewed that way, kind of the top is to the left, but for some reason they skewed it backwards on the roof. Guess there's a little bit of a Lionel error right there. Or not Lionel back then, just Action, but whatever, it's the same company. They see they even made mistakes back then. But anyways, let's take a look under the hood. So you got nothing, but there's the old 20-year-old engine detail right there, if you want to see that. Take a look under the deck lid. Got our typical fuel cell and such back there. As I said, no roof flaps. There's the underside of the car if you want to see that. Just a nice solid black chassis. Obviously, this is just kind of a car that there's not too much to talk about. Just as you know, I'm a huge Pennzoil fan. It's the Pennzoil 400. I definitely had to review a Pennzoil car. And this was a perfect one to review. Some people probably don't care about this paint scheme, but this is pretty much an iconic paint scheme from NASCAR's past. Whether or not you like Pennzoil or not, usually people can like this paint scheme. And even Steve Park, for that matter. Like, you know, Steve Park is kind of a forgotten about NASCAR driver just because he was a very talented driver, but he got injured a few times and just kind of screwed up his career forever. Got kicked out of DEI. I forget if that was, did he leave or did he get kicked out? He probably got kicked out. Teresa probably didn't like him, I don't know. But he was definitely a very talented driver. He won at Watkins Glen for his first start. He won at Rockingham. Like, this was a good car, a good driver, a good paint scheme. Just everything was good for this car. Like I said, if you really want one of this car on this body style, I would definitely recommend getting the 1999 version of the car. Because that one they, you know, fixed up a little bit. After it ran for a year, they knew what they had to do. So, like, it has more accurate decals and everything. I think I have reviewed. Have I reviewed that one? I don't know. If I haven't reviewed that, I guess I'll have to review that too. But I'm definitely hyped for this Pennzoil 400. I really hope that Joey Logano can win the race. Or even Blaney. But I really hope a Pennzoil car can win the Pennzoil 400. Because that would just be an awesome race to win Diecast. It's probably going to be like Pennzoil colored confetti. It'll be a Pennzoil car. Like I said, obviously, Logano basically has this paint scheme. Which they kind of updated a little bit. I will be getting the diecast of that car when it comes out for 2018. So you can stay tuned for a review of that. Shouldn't be surprised I'm getting a Pennzoil car. But I'm definitely hyped for this race. Hopefully it's a good race. I love the Pennzoil walls. It's just cool to have a Pennzoil be a sponsor that's actually like interested in trying in their race for once. Because other times lately it's just been like, oh, I guess we'll sponsor the race. But this one, like, they sponsor the race. They got logos all over the track. They made them paint the walls yellow. They sponsored 2 cars. Like, they're going all out with this. And that's fantastic. And, you know, like I said, this is getting me really excited, kind of in the same way that if Kmart happened to come back and sponsor a whole race weekend car, David Land would get excited. But this is just awesome. I hope Pennzoil stays for future years for this race, because this will be definitely a race I look forward to every year if they keep doing this. Maybe one year get Keselowski in there too, sponsor all 3 Penske cars, that'd be awesome too. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all there's to say. This has been a review of Steve Park's 1998 Pennzoil Chevy. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.